It was good, y'all. It's your boy Tone. I'm sorry about the blur that I got on my camera. My phone got fucked up, and when I got it fixed, whenever they slid the glass on there, he slid it back on there kind of funky. So now I got this little blur going on. But I'ma holla at y'all real quick. If you're new here, welcome to the GOAT Game. If you're not, you already know what we about. I don't really talk too much about coaching. If you need it, link is in motherfucking description, you bitch ass. Nah, but I'm gonna hop straight into it. My hair getting longer now. The free forms is free forming. But I'm gonna talk about SPs because a lot of y'all like don't seem to get it when it comes to SPs because they're not actually hard. And this video might be a little bit random because I have not made a YouTube video in so fucking long, and I really like to just open the camera and just start talking because it feels more authentic, and that's the way I connected with y'all in the first place. So I'm not gonna switch up, but let's get into it. First off, a lot of y'all, when it comes to manifesting SPs, y'all think it's hard, or y'all think it's like one of the harder things to do, and let me dispel that myth for you. First off, with manifestation, you're always going to be justified by your words. So if you say this shit is hard, it's going to be hard. And people don't get that, especially people who are newer in their journey. They're like, why is it so easy for other people but not me? Why is it so easy for this other person to manifest an SP but not me? First off, let me tell you, that's an ask formation. Ask formation. It sounds like I said ask formation. Like, let me stop. I ain't even gonna get into that. But you're asking yourself the wrong questions. That's what I would say first off. Because ask formations, you're asking yourself, why can't I get it, but they can? And the way your mind works is it's an evidence producing machine. So if you're asking why something is already true, it's going to give you more evidence that this is already true. So first off, change your story even around that, how difficult or how easy it is to manifest a person. If you're seeing that it's been difficult for you, I'm sorry if my voice is low. I'm just getting over a fucking, I had like a common cold. It was really whooping my ass, but I had to go into the 4D, start fighting back, hit them with the motherfucker, bitch. Nah, I gotta stop playing. But you gotta start telling yourself that it's easy, bro, like, or sis. Start telling yourself that manifesting an SP is the easiest thing to do. It's the most natural thing to do. It's the most normal thing to do. And the funny thing is, y'all do it anyway. That's why I hate when people are like, oh, you should manifest an SP because it's manipulating them, or you're taking their free will or some shit like that. It's always some stupid shit. But yet to realize that when y'all are writing down, let's say the people who don't like manifesting specific people, when y'all are writing down the qualities, the traits, the physical attributes of someone that you would want to date, you're manifesting a specific person. Get over your fucking self. So that would be the first thing. Start telling yourself it's easy. That's usually your first mistake. You think it's going to be hard. And it's usually because a lot of people, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but either some coaches or people that you've seen in the community, they make it sound like it's so fucking hard, but I'm telling you it's not. It's only hard when you start telling yourself it's hard and you start buying into the story that it's hard. Point number 2, because I spoke about free will like probably like 30 seconds ago, and how people are like, oh, you're taking their free will if you manifest it. They don't have free will in the first place. People only have free will if you give it to them in your mind. So if in your mind they have free will, then guess what? They have free will. But if in your mind you decide they don't, because they actually don't, you're gonna start to experience that. But it has to take a conscious decision for you to like start seeing how real it is. You have to start deciding who they're gonna be for you, how they're gonna show up for you, what type of person they're going to be to you, whether they're going to be nice, mean, sweet, considerate of you, pursuing you, prioritizing you, having a healthy love for you, all these type of things. You have to decide that that's who they're going to be for you. Because if you're going to think about them anyway, which most of y'all are, you're thinking about your person anyway, you may as well think of them as the person that you want them to be. And the more consistently you do that without wavering, you will start to see that it shows up in your life. So that's tip number 2. You have to decide they don't have free will, and you do that by deciding who they're going to be for you. Stop buying into the old story, especially for y'all who are manifesting an X back. you have to completely scrap the old story. I don't give a fuck if they was a whore yesterday, or they was mean, or whatever it is you want to call them, whatever unfavorable circumstance that you found yourself in with this person. You have to let it go and start describing them as a new person, and keep describing them as that person until they fully show up as that person. You feel me? Even if, you know, the bridge of incidents get a little wonky, you gotta keep persisting in what it is that you're saying that this person is gonna be. And I'm telling you, you're gonna start to see that they literally function based off your assumptions, whatever you dominantly think about them. So stop giving them free will. Start deciding who they're gonna be. And if you have to take a piece of paper, write that shit down. Who do you want this person to be? How do you want y'all's relationship to go? And that's another one of y'all's problems. I would say, stepping into point number 3, because I said this is gonna be random, but I know it's gonna help people. I know the way I talk, it just helps people. Step number 3 is most people don't have a definite fucking aim. They're just kind of mindlessly manifesting. And I don't think a lot of people talk about that. They're just mindlessly manifesting, like, oh, I kind of want this. Like, no, be on fire about what it is that you want. Like, define what you want down to a T, because if you don't, you're playing yourself. That's how I realized manifestation is real. If you have not seen my video about how I manifested an ex back, that's the only reason I believed it was real. Not because I got my ex back. I've gotten exes back before. So that wasn't really the thing. It was the specific things that I set intentions for and was affirming, and I started seeing them happen. I was like, oh shit, this shit real. Like, they wasn't just bullshitting on YouTube. So that would be number 3. Get definite, be specific about what it is that you want, because if not, you're just gonna think it's bullshit. And you're gonna fall into that trap of what I was talking about earlier. You think it's hard to manifest a person. You think it's hard to manifest in general. And that can lead me to my 4th point. Stop thinking it's hard to manifest in general. A lot of y'all, when y'all come into y'all's journey, most of y'all are starting off with an SP. And considering how easy it is, I'm just speaking from a coaching point of view, considering how easy it is for a lot of people just to react to another person and what they're doing, when they start manifesting, they think manifesting is hard in general, because they're starting with one of the more, I would say, complex subjects, just being real, because you have to deal with a human. Everything else is kind of like inhuman or inanimate, so it's not hard to react to the bridge of incidents or whatever that's going on. But with a person, people are usually reacting and doing all the things they shouldn't do. So the 4th point, like I said, you have to stop thinking that manifestation itself is hard. And that just comes with manifestation self-concept. How you see yourself. Do you see manifestation being easy? Do you see it being hard? Do you see it being something that is natural for you? Do you see yourself as someone who doesn't have to wait long for their manifestations? Someone who has to work hard, or someone who has to go through a long bridge of incidents? All these things are based on your assumptions. So, like I said, my 4th point, start seeing manifestation itself as something that's easy to do, especially if you're new. You need to start telling yourself an entire new story. Manifestation is easy. Manifesting my SP is easy. I can manifest my SP to do whatever I want. These are great affirmations, by the way. Don't be afraid to take them. Pimp juice. But yeah. And I would say the 5th thing is, as your SP starts conforming, here's a big one I see all the time. As your SP starts conforming, please do not go back to using your logical mind or start arguing with them and doing shit that didn't get you to the point where you are now. And here's what I mean by that. I've coached so many people that they'll start manifesting using their affirmations, right? The person comes back into their life. They might hit them up. They might call them. Hey, I want to hang out. I want to do this. I want to see you. Then they go back into their logical mind. Oh no, I want to make this person work for me. I want to make this person do blah, 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 which is your reality. Do what you want. But if you've been calling that in, why is it that when it gets there, y'all want to do some stupid shit? And that's just my opinion. I be thinking it's stupid. If you're manifesting somebody and then they start hitting you up and you're like, oh no, they gotta work for me now. So you're telling me you just paid me anywhere from $100 to $500, $600 plus, right? To help you manifest this person. Then when they hit you up, you want to make it more complicated. That never made sense to me. Here's another example. Where people start, the person starts conforming, they start coming around being nice. Then y'all do, bro. Like, I told y'all, I'm coming out of, but that sounded a little crunchy. No, but they start thinking logically again, where if the person says something, instead of instantly revising or instead of continuing to persist in their affirmations until the person is fully conformed, they start arguing with the person. They start picking fights with this person. They start being petty, doing stupid shit, and then they end up back in square one. I'm not saying this happens for everybody, but I have seen it, so I got to address it. They end up back at square one, and they're like, bro, what do I do? I told y'all, once you start manifesting, stop using your logical 3D mind all the time. I'm telling you from personal experience, because I fumbled before. I'm telling you from thousands of other people's experience, because they be fumbling from time to time. Once you start manifesting, ignore the 3D. They talk about that all the time. That's what they mean. Don't buy into what if the person's not fully conformed, don't buy into the bullshit that they're saying. Keep persistent in your affirmations. Like I said, reference the X-Back video that I made for y'all. I ignored her bullshit. That's how I got movement so fast. I didn't give it my attention. Let it happen, cool. Then as soon as it happened, right back on my affirmations. Because I know that's what got me to that point. Being logical or being argumentative or trying to prove my point in the 3D or trying to manipulate the 3D with force, which never works, by the way. That's not how I got there. So I was like, let me just keep persisting in these affirmations. So, like I said, when y'all get the person to start conforming, do not go back to your logical mind. Do not go back to trying to force shit in the 3D. Everything will come to you. And I keep trying to tell people that. And I was one of the more impatient, this shit don't work. When I first started, this shit don't work. I'm impatient. I need this shit now type of people. But I kept persisting in it and I seen what people was talking about. It comes to you. And I'm a guy. Y'all would think like, when I was first reading these success stories, I'm like, bro, these are girls. Like, guys always come back to girls. I was like, bro, that's some bullshit. I was like, you know what? Let me see. So when I tested it and I seen, oh, I can get girls to come to me, or I can get the person to come to me. I can get the things I want to come to me. That's when I was like, oh, you ain't got to force shit. So that might be my fifth and final point. I can probably make a part 2 to this if I wanted to, but just wanted to get on here and ramble about SPs real quick to help y'all out. Because some of y'all be struggling, because there are a lot of y'all who are fucking thriving and y'all got the GOAT game looking fucking great. So shout out to y'all. I gotta stop saying a lot of y'all when it comes to me speaking about the issues that I see. But yeah, being your favorite, your boy Lloyd. I'm sorry if my fucking energy ain't where it used to be. But like I said, I'm overcoming this goddamn sickness. I'm speaking health into my life and my lungs. It's coming off my tongue. I've been freestyling every day too. Like, not like for real freestyling, but just bullshitting. But yeah, like I said, those are my points for today. SP ramble. Hopefully it made sense to y'all. Actually, I know it made sense for y'all. I know this video helped you. Like I said, if you need coaching, link is in bio. I'm gonna help you ass boss up and get that person or that money, that job, that career, whatever it is you want. Bro, I got the sauce. So stop playing with me. Lock in with your boy. And like I said, I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video, but if you DM me on Instagram trying to work with me, if you're not ready to spend at least $26, bro, don't hit me up. For real. I hate that shit. You're like, oh, I hit you up. Don't lie to me like that. I don't give a fuck. But don't hit me up in my DM if you're not ready to spend at least $26 for a Discord. You feel me? Other than that, if you want to work with your boy, lock the fuck in. We out. Check out my other videos. Check out the whole catalog. I'm not even playing with y'all. It's nothing but straight heat. Check out the Instagram. Nothing but straight fire tips. Straight up. If you catching me on YouTube instead of coming from TikTok to YouTube, if you coming from YouTube, check out my TikTok. That's what we popping at. I'm gonna get this whole popping too. But yeah, it's been your boy. We out. Hope y'all have a blessed day, a great one. Yo, I'm gonna catch you, nigga.